And obviously, as most of us waking up this morning did not get the outcome that you were hoping for Super Bowl 50.
Unfortunately, the Carolina Panthers not bringing home that NFL championship. Carolina in the morning, Stacey Pinto out this morning trying to talk with some of the fans. So, Stacey, what are fans saying about the game?
Well, sad and devastated a little bit this morning was Darren is feeling, even though you still have your shirt on. So even though they didn't win, tell me a little bit about your favorite player.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton. What is it about Cam Newton that you like so much?
His favorite victory dance.
Victory dances. Now, have you been one of those lucky boys to ever get one of those footballs from him?
No.
No. Hey, maybe next year I'll be rooting for you. And we have another fan who comes out to Jimbo's every morning, get your coffee and your breakfast. So we were talking a little bit. You don't really have a dog in this fight. You're really a Florida fan. So tell me your reaction to this Super Bowl 50.
I just have mixed emotions. I would have liked to I've seen the Panthers win, but I'm not upset with the Broncos winning because, I've been since Peyton played at University of Tennessee, and I went to Florida. It was a rivalry then, and he's a darn good quarterback.
He's a good quarterback, and this is going to be his second Super Bowl, so he's the first quarterback to ever do that for two franchises, which is pretty awesome, probably because of having fans like him always back in his corner supporting him. So, again, congrats to Peyton Manning for getting that win, but again, a lot of big fans here in North Carolina still sad, but like they always say, keep pounding, and they say they're definitely looking forward to next year as well. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Gannon, thanks. And many of you might be waking up still feeling the sting of the Carolina Panthers' loss last night in Super Bowl 50.
Yeah, they lost 24-10 to Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. A lot of people might be crying in their oatmeal this morning. We sent out our Stacey Pinto to kind of talk to some fans this morning out at various places around town. So, Stacey, how are people dealing with the loss this morning?
Well, I haven't seen any tears in the oatmeal, but I can tell you Darren is still wearing his Panthers gear, and you better go to school full because he had not only Lucky Charms, he had French fries and chicken fingers. So he is going to school on a full belly and still wearing that Panthers pride. We're going to come back to the kitchen. We have Greg back here. Now, talk about, did you watch the game last night? What was your reaction to the game?
I feel like it was a pretty good game. I feel like Carolina, they made a few turnovers there, and I think that really cost them. No turnovers, they might have played a little bit better game, but all in all, it was a pretty good game.
And now that defense, though, I know that was a tough defense for that Denver Broncos. How do you think that, it looked like it shook up Cam Newton a little bit?
I think it did, too, because he wasn't able to really do what he wanted to do throughout the year. We played pretty good, but like you say, that defense was really, really tough. Yeah. Denver had a really good defense.
And, Cam Newton, he's 17-2 wrapping up the season. We can't be too tough on him, but with every Super Bowl also comes the halftime show. So what did you think about Coldplay, Beyonce, Bruno Mars? What did you think?
I think the halftime show was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. It was one of the best, I think. I think it was. I really enjoyed it.
Now, Beyonce, I saw her almost fall. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, uh-oh.
Same, but she's a pro. She recovered. She's Queen Bee. They call her that for a reason. But definitely some sad Panthers fans here. We're at Jimbo's off of South College Road, where they're going to tell them, hang in there, keep pounding for next year, right?
Next year. Go Panthers. Go Panthers. All right.
There we go. All right. Well, definitely keep pounding. Go Panthers here is the motto at Jimbo's. Back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Stacey Wilson for Bowl 50.
Yeah, I'm sure it's so disappointing for some. The Panthers actually losing to Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. That final score, 24-10. Carolina in the morning. Stacey Pinto joining us live right now. Stacey, trying to check in with some of the fans early this morning. Folks, they really geared up for this for such a long time. What are they saying this morning?
Well, Kim, a lot of people are disappointed and devastated, like you're saying this morning. Their number one team they've been rooting for all season long lost last night, like you said, in a 10-24 loss over the Denver Broncos. So they're coming in the Jimbos. They're sitting down, trying to reflect on this game after having such a spectacular season. They're coming off with Cam Newton getting the MVP the night before the Super Bowl, as well as Luke Kuechly coming with Defensive Player of the Year, coming in hot, ready for this big Super Bowl game, and then just not putting that performance that they were hoping for on the offensive end. But, Peyton Manning, he didn't exactly have his best offensive game either, but his defense was able to be there to back him up, to push him through that last little bit to be able to seal that victory towards the end of the game, getting that extra touchdown in. But collectively, just some stats for you guys. Those two quarterbacks, they completed only about half of their passes. About 31 of 64 passes, were sacked 12 times and picked off twice. Now, this is going to be Peyton Manning's second Super Bowl after numerous seasons in the NFL. He's nicknamed the Sheriff, and he's definitely living up to it, getting through and pulling that victory in last night. But Cam Newton, I know a lot of people were hopeful that he would get his first Super Bowl, but I guess the silver lining here, he's still young. A lot of this Carolina Panthers team is still young, and a lot of players we talk to say they are hopeful for next season, but still devastated as they are waking up or maybe just now going to bed this morning.
I was pumped. We were going to Charlotte tonight. We were actually supposed to be on the way, but they didn't win, so it didn't work out. We were going to the parade and everything, going to meet my friends up there, go out drinking and do all that, but it's devastating when they didn't make it.
Now, Jake, he just left Jimbo's here off South College Road, and I'm sure he's probably getting ready to go to bed here shortly, but we're sitting out here and waiting for some more fans to come trickle in, get a little bit more reaction this morning, as the Panthers are going to be the second best team in the NFL starting this morning. Back to you guys.
All right, Stacey, and some fans from our